What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, there's a lot of people that came out and talked about the crypto market and how things will absolutely boom in the beginning of the second quarter. Now, for me, I think that boom is going to happen at the end of the second quarter. I said that that would happen last year, at the end of last year, that we would probably see it in the end of the second quarter, if not beginning of the third quarter, because we're going to start to see things really adjust to the new year. And I didn't know that we would have all of this extra stuff hit, with, the war, with, inflation issues, government issues. Every time they open their mouth, it seems to tank the markets. And also, I didn't think that we would have kind of a mirroring effect going on with the stock market and the crypto market. So that's how you start to get an understanding of exactly why things are falling down in the crypto market and the stock market. It's because institutions are now heavily getting invested into the crypto market because they see how much value, how much of a return it's giving you, which tends to be horrible for a lot of people. If you're normal investors, if institutional investors take over, it's never good for normal people. So make sure you guys hit that like button. We're going to go through the market today. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want a free $25 with crypto.com, click that link and stake for the Ruby card at least, and you can get a free $25. If you don't know about crypto.com or CRO, definitely check out some of my other videos, which are really, really good. But again, we're here to talk about the crypto market because I don't like the fact that institutions are controlling everything, and they always find a way to find what we are investing into, heavily invest into it, and then control the entire market. And that's what we see with examples like Tesla, where they buy $1 billion or almost $2 billion worth of Bitcoin, right? That creates a lot of movement, even though Bitcoin's price is high, and that doesn't seem like it's like a crazy amount. $1 billion is $1 billion. It's a lot of money, or $2 billion is a lot of money as well. I don't really know exactly how much it was. Either it was 1.2 or 1.8. I can't remember. But uh, Bitcoin and the entire crypto market are being controlled by institutions. And you can see that because as you see the stock market decrease, you see the crypto market decrease. You see everything really flow in tandem, which in the past, you would see the opposite. The stock market would go up, crypto market would fall down. Stock market would go down, crypto market would go up. And people would end up opting to make money in the crypto market because the stock market just looked horrible, and every time the Fed opened their mouth, there was always something negative there. And now it seems like anytime the Fed opens their mouth or anything negative happens within the government or within the world news, you're going to see both of them tank. And that's not something I like to see because then it creates manipulation in a way. Not as much manipulation as the stock market, but definitely manipulation nonetheless. Now, let's look at the crypto market right now. Let's go ahead and refresh this to see the latest update. We're going to see that the market is at 1.53% down today. We're in the last day, the last 24 hours. If we go down here and look at Bitcoin's dominance, that has decreased as well, which I consider a good thing. Some people don't consider it a good thing. People love Bitcoin to be completely dominant, but I want to see a lot of other coins come up and share the dominance rather than just have Bitcoin dominate the market. Because I'm not one of those people that truly sees a ton of value in Bitcoin. I see a ton of value in other positions that have different use cases, but Bitcoin is not one of them. The energy consumption is still a little bit high for me, and it's just not something that I look at as something that should lead the market. But we scroll down here, we look at Bitcoin, it's down about 2.17%. We see Ethereum is down about 1.7%. BNB is down 1.2%. We're going to see some altcoins that actually have a little bit more of a percentage, right? Terra Luna is at 3.34%. 2.39% for Avalanche. Let's scroll down here. We do have some things that are moving in a positive direction. Polkadot, slightly positive. Shiba Inu, slightly positive. It's kind of flat. It started to move up just recently. I do see it pulling away from the 200 EMA here. So I do like seeing that. But we are seeing some major pullbacks with some positions. Like Polygon is down about 5.5%. That's never good to see, but it does create buying opportunities. CRO is down about 1.2%. Cosmos is down about 2%. You're obviously seeing the markets really fall. And it's all because of the institutions, in my opinion, making these investments. And typically, you don't see them make tons of investments over the weekend. And a lot of them, you don't have them working over the weekend, looking at a lot of the investments within your firm or your institution or anything like that. There's not much movement. So typically we're going to see some positive movement in days like Saturday and Sunday rather than Monday through Friday. But there's always those cases to where you do have some major movement within groups, within institutions, and that's never good. I don't like seeing that because then you swing the market completely. Now, let's take a closer look at Bitcoin, because a lot of people think that or see that Bitcoin controls the market. If Bitcoin is running, then you're going to see a lot of other things start to follow. So if we look at Bitcoin closer, and we look at the day candlesticks just to get a sense of where things were. We were at this high of 65,000. We did end up breaking that high after decreasing down to about 28. We did end up breaking that high and getting to a level of about 69,000 before decreasing and retracing hard down to this low level of about 33. Now, a lot of people thought that this was going to go down to 10 from here, that we were going to create a lower low, but it looks like what we're doing here in a 10,000 foot view, as we back up and look at the day format, we're seeing that it's creating a higher high and a higher low. Does that mean that we will essentially see that higher high here? Or are you expecting something shorter term that you can gain something out of? And I would say yes. I think we are going to see that higher high. It is below 40,000, which a lot of people don't like to see, because then that's really like bullish or bearish territory. You want to see that completely jump or bounce off of that 40,000 mark, but it has broken that 40,000 mark and got to about 38,000 recently, and now you're seeing it again about 39,000, breaking that level of 40. Right, you're seeing volume that's down by 37%. So overall, you're probably seeing volume that's just not hitting the same way that it was, and obviously that's never good. You're looking at $23 billion worth of volume that goes through Bitcoin, which is absolutely insane to say. Like, you look at the next best thing, obviously, you look at Ethereum, and you're going to see billions of dollars of volume as well, but just not as much. And I don't understand why. Why do people love Bitcoin absolutely so much? It's because of the quick movement, the money that they can gain, or is it based on the use case or the goal of the eventual use case where you want to use it as a form of payment? Because I don't see that as a huge benefit, but you do see Ethereum that's at 14 billion. It is down 34% in volume. If we scroll down here and go to BNB, we're going to see them at 1.7 billion. It's down about 21% in volume. And we keep going down the list and we look at the amount of volume that we do see here. I mean, we can kind of get a sense of what the volume is just looking at here. You can see XRP at 1.7 billion, USD coin, the stable coins are at, a bunch, right? You're looking at 52 billion or 53 billion technically, or USD looking at about 3.1 billion. So obviously you're seeing a lot that's going through some of these plays. But it's not as much as it used to be. You're down 34% in Bitcoin and you're down 34% in Ethereum. So it's something where the market is really just adjusting, and I'm hoping that this weekend will be something very bullish, because as I look at Bitcoin, as I look at Bitcoin and we look at TradingView and just break down some of this information, let's go ahead and look at the 1 day, right? Or actually 1 minute. We can see, actually, you know what? Let's go back to 30 minutes. So I wanted to see where the positivity was. I did see a movement in the chart. I can't remember where it was. It was 30 minutes. I guess when I was doing my research, it was way back when. We saw positivity in the way the chart was moving. And right now I can't find it since I did get out of it. But I guess if we're looking at the day chart again, if we're breaking down the day chart again, I think right now we're in this trend that I can see as from a 10,000 foot view, looking at, an ascending level of support, looking at an ascending level of resistance. And that's a solid play for me, because what you can see is that channel that it's creating. Now, it's not a huge channel. It's not something that's going directly like skyrocketing up, right? It's something that's, kind of flat, right? You see that channel that's being created. Like if I draw something here, right? And you see that channel that's being created here, and you go here and you draw that ascending level of support, right? You see that channel that's being created, but it's not something that's an aggressive mover. It's something that you're seeing it create those higher highs, higher lows, ascending level of support, ascending level of resistance. And I expect to see, if we are going to see it pull all the way back, I expect to see a bounce, a higher bounce, just like you see here, right? It's literally following that trend to a T, right? You could see all of these touch points, exact touch points. It's not something to where it's like, oh, you know what, they go past a little bit. Like, it's exact touch points. You see this touch point, it's touching here, it's touching here. Now if I go ahead and bring that down, so obviously it's touching there, it's touching there. I expect to see maybe a higher low here that's created, and then we start to see that move all the way up to some of these higher levels of breaking 70 or so. So you let me know what you're thinking about the crypto market. Are you seeing Bitcoin make a move in the near future? Are you seeing this bull run coming the same time that I believe? Because I believe that we're going to see it around the end of the second quarter, which we're getting close. We're middle of the second quarter right now, getting to the end of the second quarter, because obviously the end of the second quarter would be June, which is where a lot of things really started to run last year. So hopefully that's the case. We were hoping for a lot of positivity around February, which we did see some positivity, but not as much as we thought. But I called for the second quarter, the end of the second quarter, and I think that's where it's going to be. So you let me know. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. I appreciate all of you guys for watching, but I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one.